Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters, everybody, and today we're taking a chilly trip to the wintry peninsula for winter chill out at Cedar Point. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button now and join the fun, and a huge shout out goes out to all of our coaster ghosters out there for being part of our community and helping bring these videos to life. Now, let's talk about winter chill out and the amazing charity that the proceeds go to. Tony Clark stated last year about the event, "This event is our collective opportunity to help a kid again who provides amazing experiences for children and their families. Proceeds from the event go to them, and all the time, food, resources are all donated by the park and volunteers. A Kid Again has a clear mission. We bring hope, happiness, and healing to children with life-threatening conditions and their families. Since 1995, through the generosity of volunteers and donors, they've been creating a year-round adventure that allows these children to feel like a kid again. The park raised $120,000 for the cause, and that brings it to about $800,000 overall. The event is an annual blast in the wintry midways of Cedar Point, and yes, the peninsula does get a bit cold, but the event is so much fun. From the behind-the-scenes tours of the garden areas, the sign shops, the rides, and reveals of new things at the park throughout the new season, and seeing all of the construction going on around the park and maintenance, it really brings a sense of what it takes in the off-season to bring the shores of Cedar Point alive for the summer and the fall fun that we all get to have. Now, this was the first time guests were able to get up close with Sirens Curse, North America's tallest, fastest, and longest tilt coaster. So, speaking of that new Vekoma twist piece of beauty being built at Cedar Point, these trains look frickin' incredible, don't they? Cedar Point has been hyping up the ride, and for good reason. Here's what the park has to say about the ride's vehicles. The legend is real, and you'll hear and see it. The ride's trains feature an over-the-shoulder lap bar with a flexible vest restraint. The vehicles also feature two firsts for Cedar Point: onboard audio allowing the sound of the siren to envelop you as you escape her grasp, and high-tech LED lighting on the exterior of each car, mimicking the silky motion and eerie nature of the mythical creature, from the top of the tower to the adrenaline-pumping journey below. Guests at the park also got to see the newly installed tilt track at the park and see the rest of the ride being built throughout the wintry months, and we must say, this ride looks phenomenal, and I cannot wait to get to the park this year to ride it. Which, by the way, we see people kind of confused by the ride's opening day. Tony Clark has stated a few times that this ride will not open with the park, most notably in an interview with Marcus LeShock, which you can check out over on his page. The ride is expected to open in early summer. Top Thrill 2 will hopefully be up and running for opening day, and well, we have some movement near the ride as well, so let's go ahead and look at that. Guests noticed that there was a crane in the infield of Top Thrill 2 right now, and some other guests pointed out some marks on the track which they believe to be weld marks, but if you go watch Ryan the Ride Mechanics video, he does not believe this. He thinks that they are heating the track and trying to straighten it, so that's an interesting thing. If you guys want to get into that, go over there. But one of the big things that we were not expecting is, yes, free lockers, and the lockers, they're going to be free at Sirens Curse as well. Sirens Curse will have double-sided locker system, which will be a lot easier for us. And of course, with Top Thrill 2 having free lockers, this is just good for everybody. Now, moving along with the tour at the park, we see some minor updates like barnyard photo ops coming to the park, which is pretty freaking amazing. We can't wait to see those up and about for guests to take advantage of at the park. But in other news, who loves them some greasy garlic fries from the Happy Fryer? Well, it looks like they're getting rid of the building and they're taking out the old one here, so I have mixed feelings about that. It's one of the few places that has that distinct old look to it in the park that, I like that, and the Dragon's Inn that got converted to the 21 and Colder bar. Those two were places we stopped at frequently at Halloween back in the day. To me, it's just kind of crazy to see the past kind of fading away and the new coming in so fast. In my life alone, we've seen Wicked Twister get built and destroyed, Disaster Transport, Skywatch Tower, Maverick get built and the Whitewater Landing Ride, the Coliseum disappear, the Good Times Theater, Wildcat, numerous stages of developments throughout the park, and when you really look at it, the parks are always moving and nothing really stays stagnant, which is a good benefit, but looking back, you realize how quickly things can move along at a park over the years. Heck, even Snake River Falls is looking bare and ready for an expansion, and we'll get into that in another video here, but the area itself looks primed for a massive coaster adjacent to Maverick. What do you guys think will come here? I mean, it could be a number of things, another water coaster, anything, so let me know what you guys think. Another thing noticed was that Chicky and Pete's sign has been taken down at the park. Millennium Force does have a new operating system, and the repaint will be finished by 2026, so expect to see the coaster progress along the way, and faster dispatches according to the park, which is good for all of us, because if you love riding Millie, you know as soon as you get to that like single file line, it's about 15 to 25 minutes from there, sometimes 30 depending on the day, so hopefully we get to see that moving a lot quicker. Oh, and that 150-year sign is definitely being replaced with a Cedar Point sign, and Iron Dragon is also getting a new entrance, and guess what guys, we hear they're getting in a fast lane as well. That's pretty cool for all of us. I mean, I know it's a family ride and a lot of families take advantage of it, but it'll be cool that we can get a fast lane on that as well now too. Now this season at Cedar Point, the merchandise looks pretty awesome. We see some Top Thrill 2 merch when you first walk in the store here, which is really cool. And you see the Peanuts gang, we got some new stuff for the Peanuts gang over there, some Snoopy plushies and all that. My favorite thing that we see is the Sirens Curse plushies. Yes, these look phenomenal. I don't even know how to like the octopus. This is so cool guys. Like, I'm very excited about all the merch they've been doing lately. I like the colorful shirt designs that they had out for Sirens Curse. I think those are wonderful. A lot of the merch in there is looking great this year. I know they got these new 25 Millennium Force shirts and a zip-up hoodie and tons of cool hoodies that have been introduced this year. I can't wait to see them. I'm not sure what the pricing is on them. I heard they're around $70, so if you're looking for those hoodies, just be, you know, looking for $65-$70 to spend on them. They look fabulous. The Raptor one looks good. My personal favorite was the Maverick one that was in the shop. But there's tons of cool things in there, from, you know, just the basic CP logos to the extravagant stuff with extra things all over them. And I think the peanut stuff looked pretty cool over there. Some of the new hoodies and whatnot. The blue one with the checkered design down the side of the arms. There's lots of cool things inside the shop. So definitely go check out the shop at Cedar Point too if you haven't, because they got some great things there. If you're a season pass holder, you get some discounts, and just, you know, stay on top of that guys, because there are some great deals to be found in there and some pretty cool items to pick up on. I mean, coaster cutouts, tons of cool things. Top Thrill dragster racing helmet in there. There's so many cool things. The jacket, I'm not sure if that'll be back this year. They had a Top Thrill 2 jacket last year that was just so cool. So it's just things like that. They got backpacks, fanny packs, all sorts of things you guys can find in there. So definitely make sure you check out the gift shop when you walk in or when you're leaving, because you never know, you might find something you like in there. They got tons of options in there, from the most basic stuff to some of the, you know, stuff. I love it. They got cool designs with the Raptor ones with the light green sleeves and the gray hoodie with the black accents. It's just they're doing more with their merch, and I like that. So I'm pretty happy for them. I can't wait to see some of the merch myself. Go check out the merch while you're at Cedar Point, and let me know what your favorite thing you've ever got from there is. I think my Millennium Force zipper pocket hoodie is probably one of my favorite things. They got tons of cool things over the years, but I'm excited for this season's merchandise as well. Time will tell, but there's been a lot of exciting movement around the park this off season, and guests at Winter Chillout got to experience the magic up close and in the frosty air. If you guys have been to Winter Chillout, comment down below if you liked the experience and what was your favorite thing to do. And of course, smash that like button, it greatly helps the channel, and we couldn't do it without all of you. I know my Winter Chillout experience was very chilly last year, but we did get to see those Top Thrill 2 trains up close, and that was pretty cool. I liked walking around the park, seeing everything behind the scenes. We got to do the Millennium Force walkthrough last year as well. That was cool, going through the tunnels and being able to see the coaster up close like that. So I think Winter Chillout's definitely worth it, and of course it benefits a great cause, guys. So if you want to see the park behind the scenes and you've ever thought about it, just full send it for Winter Chillout. Make sure you dress warm. However many layers you think are enough, wear a few more just to be extra safe, and you know that you're benefiting a great cause and a kid again. It's one of those things that when you go to the park, you see all the things and you realize you're helping a great cause. It's hard to pass up, and it's definitely worth the trip. So I highly suggest it for all of you, if you haven't gone yet, to go to Winter Chillout. It's definitely a great event. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and take a haunted coaster ride through the parks with us this season. As always, thank you for being part of our spooky community and for coaster ghosting with Ghoster Coasters. Have a great day, everybody, and I cannot wait to see you for opening day this year.